to go yet? You might run into some of them lizard folk in Riften. Quite a few of them work the docks there. I can...
Disrespect the law?
If you're ever in the market, I deal in specialty goods from Morrowind at one of the stands.
Brandshay, do you think you can find me some Thalo?
The Argonian sugarcane wine? It's pretty hard to get around. Very expensive.
That's...
If your allegiance
Sorry,
lies
I'm
with the
afraid I
Empire,
can't help you
we
much.
haven't much to discuss.
Currently
If
in Moth.
you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
Ah, finally. Place to relax.
So, where are we off to now?
Do you need something? About... Yeah, actually. I definitely didn't expect there to be a war of succession while I was gone. Also, I never expected a Cyrodiilic empire to conquer Tamriel, that Tiber Septum. Even the Remnants didn't achieve godhood. But what do you think of all this? Oh, okay then. Where have you been? Do you need something?
By the Divines. I just realized. I've been casting the usual Drain Life and Ice Spike spells so much. You must think my exceptionalism in Magicka is, well, laughable. Well, I'll prove that I did learn more than 3 spells in the last 1,000 years. The essentials like Candlelight, Oak Flesh, some conjuration spells like Flame Atronach, and even some healing spells. If I haven't been casting them now, I'll cast them more.
Well, I'm here if you need me.
I'm a sorceress, and a damn good one too.
Listen to me, Kirava. Why won't
This
they do
better
as I
not.
say?
Ugh. Just do whatever you have to do.
Maybe they're
Okay.
afraid of you. Maybe it's your breath. How should I know?
They always try to take advantage of me. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
I'll tell you one thing. If you don't make peace with them soon, you may get a walkout on your hands. Then we'll both be in trouble.
Hofgrir is a great teacher. Yes. Horses are my whole life. I hope to open my own stables one day. Yes. Hofgrir took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows.
Yeah, it'll be a good idea to stock up on supplies.
Too lazy to walk, eh? Don't mind if you do. What's your price? Sold. She's all yours. She's already saddled up.
Was it delivery? It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften falls under attack.
Yes, Willie.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well. Yes, I'm afraid we're aware of Sarthis' presence in the warehouse. Unfortunately, we're certain he has informants within the city guard. Every time we've made a move to arrest him, he's escaped. However, if you take care of this discreetly, you might be able to surprise him without warning. Excellent. Here, this is the key to the warehouse. See if you can drop in on this dealer with poison and Good. What can I do for you? Journey to you. Speak. I wish to hear everything, my... It's nice to receive good news for a change. Did you recover anything else from the warehouse worth mentioning? Then there's no time to lose. It won't take long for Sarthis' associates to learn of his death. The source of the poison must be destroyed once and for all. Otherwise, another dealer will simply take his place. Do this task for me, and you'll be well on your way to a title in Riften. Good. Report back to me when your task is complete. Good journey to you.
Well...
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared... Well done. Your continued efforts have been of great benefit to the people of Riften. Allow me to present you with this compensation for your selfless efforts. Well, how can they continue? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. Good
Wow.
job.
You are strong.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep.
Please be careful.
I'm Jarl
with that
Layla's
big
steward,
sword in
Anuriel.
battle, okay? I ser- I
Come,
wouldn't
Riften,
want to be on the other
as long
end.
as you continue
What
to
can I
obey
do
our
for you?
laws.
With the Stormcloaks at his back, many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for you. Surely you're aware, when the smoke... One of the... To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord.
As Riften's steward, I'm afraid I can provide only limited assistance. But speak your mind. As steward, I serve as... I also... Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the Keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city. That it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details. You're
Good journey
welcome
to
in
you.
Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws. My lady.
Ah, finally. Place to relax.
Where have you been?
All right.
It does feel kind of normal, but that's from me, speaking as a vampire. Even as I'm undead, or however you put it, I still do feel like a normal person, mostly. I still breathe, feel, and sleep. Except now I just have a great desire for blood, and the sun kind of irritates my skin. These symptoms are rather mild, though. Not like other vampires who almost burn in the sunlight. So, I'm really just like you mortals in many ways. Hopefully, that makes me more relatable.
Need a room? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Well, this castle definitely looks better than the one back on the island. That's for sure.
My Jarl, I have concerns about the safety of DawnStar.
Safety? Don't I have you to handle the town's safety? What is this about, Jan?
You keep pledging more and more of our guard to the front lines. The way this is going, we won't be able to defend our own borders.
Nonsense. The best place for our men is driving the Imperials back. I will ensure that men from DawnStar get every opportunity for glory.
Glory is meaningless if they have no home to return to. I urge you to lower our commitments to the front until I'm sure we're safe.
I won't have you rob our soldiers of their chance to drive out the Empire. I'm done discussing this, Jan.
How can you even move around?
Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you. That's quite a bold claim. I'd need proof before I could possibly accept it. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
Yes?
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them.
Wow. You are strong. Just... please be careful with that big sword in battle, okay? I certainly wouldn't want to be on the other end.
Need something?
Ulfric, I have an order of swords and armor. From the local blacksmith coming here. I need every piece polished to a fine shine.
Yes, my Jarl. We could hardly waste anyone else's precious time on such a tedious task.
Exactly, Ulfric. You always
This inn looks a bit dreary. So, where are we off to now? I'm feeling pretty good, actually. Thanks for checking in. I'm glad you're here.
Doesn't seem very impressive to me. Looks like a fishing town more than anything else, not a whole city.
Fight?
What now?
Drag on for years, I can feel it. We need to prepare for a long struggle ahead.
Thank you. So, what do you have for me?
this another time.
Okay. Yes?
Sounds good.
Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, well, I trust you'll take care of this unwanted visitor. My guards will not interfere with you carrying out my justice. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
Don't go setting the place.
I'm always up for a party. So, what's on your mind?
That's thoughtful of you. Sorry.
I'm a sorceress, and a damn good one too.
Gravity. It truly is a peculiar thing. This law of the earth bones, or so I've read, dictates how land and people are held in place, and how what comes up must come down. It's generally a simple fact of our reality, but it is nonetheless perplexing to think about. But let's just put that aside for now. There's this other thing that I've been thinking about. Symbolic.
I've been meaning to ask, why did you join the Dawnguard? Huh. And here I was expecting some righteous reason or tale of tragedy. I never would have imagined you taking a random leap into this. You sure vampires never wronged you? Never ruined your life? Huh. You truly are peculiar.
And what might you need? The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it. These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end DawnStar's nightmares. Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from DawnStar. Come, we must hurry. Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair. Who can say? Perhaps she collects them. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. Before we enter, I must warn them about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of DawnStar.
You think a vampire would be right at home in a place like this? You'd be wrong.
I must warn them about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of DawnStar. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate, and they'll awaken. Both orcs and priests alike. Once we get inside, all will become clear.
I must say, the security...
The priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. Yes, you're right. I should have. But I didn't know what to say. When the orcs raided the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters behind to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption for Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. Lore holds that the Skull of Corruption holds a constant... The skull has been... What it does with these memories is just conjecture. And an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. It's just up here. Yes, my son. Let me tell you. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world. I assure you, the Dream Stride is well known in Verminian lore. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated. I will not lie to you. There is some risk involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed could have been decades ago. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power to prevent any harm from befalling you. I believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. Worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull. Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to DawnStar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? And had they succeeded, DawnStar's fate would be sealed. You have a unique way of looking at things, my friend. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incantation to remove the barrier. upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me. In time, I believe I will. I'd constructed a meager shrine to Mara in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here. There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of DawnStar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you.
Yes? Sure thing. Do you want to have it standing here, or do you want to find a seat first? All right. What do you need? Got it. Here should be fine. So, are we ready to start? All right. Now, on to the drinks. Do you want to have mead, wine, or just plain milk? Oh, do tell. Sinfully decadent. Likewise. How does it feel to be the mighty hero of Skyrim, distinguished for such tasks as being a courier, being a courier, and lastly, being a courier? What? It's true. Almost everything you've done revolves around that. Go to this place, kill some things, pick something up, and deliver it to someone. I've always wondered what the Dwemer actually looked like. If one believes Nordsen, they were much like elves, but with beards. But what about young dwarves? Were they indistinguishable from, say, the Altmer then? Maybe there were other differences. Lighter skin tone, or... tails? No. Why would they have tails? I don't know. Don't mind my rambling. It's just there's so many artifacts from their civilization, and yet we know so little. What did they look like? Where did they go? So, what do you want to talk about now? Honestly, I think I'm doing better each and every day, thanks to you being there for me. I mean, without you rescuing me from that dark pit, I don't know where I'd be today. I've learned to not let the mistakes or what's happened in the past to weigh me down. I acknowledge them and take what I've learned to move on. All right. So, what do you want to talk about now? Good question. I haven't really thought about that, actually. Do I really? Oh, well, I guess it's because I've always been fascinated about their culture. Silt striders, living in mushroom houses. That, and I also think that these Dunmer words roll off the tongue and are rather amusing to say.
I swear the war is getting harder to dig.
All right.
You're just
So,
getting older.
what do you want to talk about now?
You're all hot.
If I know my history right, every great empire has its rise and its fall. We've had the Alessian Empire, Remens, the Septums, and now the Medes, all of which have risen to great prominence, but eventually fell due to a variety of reasons, whether it be inner strife, turmoil, or the rise of another great power like the Dominion. And as this Aldmeri Dominion rises, it's inevitable that they will fall. As for when, only history will tell. No mortal empire lasts forever. That's just always been the case, really. All right. So, what do you want to talk about now? Riverwood. It's just nice, really. Sometimes, it's nice to just get away from the bustling cities. A lot of them feel so cramped. The countryside is just different, you know? All right. So, what do you want to talk about now? It does feel kind of normal, but that's from me, speaking as a vampire. Even as I'm undead, or I still breathe, these symptoms, so I'm really just like you mortals. It's nice, spending time like this, just having drinks together.
If you stand before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating the hearts of the dead, you may save your breath!
Who's there?
I have done no such thing, nor do I intend to. I simply wish to live my life in peace.
That's enough
The
out
people
you.
of Morthal would much rather weave their own horrid tales about my life than simply ask me for the truth. If they choose to fear me in their ignorance, that's their choice, but it will not change what is true. As anyone will tell you, Morthal can be a dangerous place. My talents are useful here. I help maintain order, even if it goes unnoticed. Till next time.
Much to offer. Running an inn weren't my plan. Hrogar's house? It burned down not too long ago. It's a real pity about his wife and kid. The screams woke half the town. Most folk won't go near it now for fear it's cursed. Hrogar claims it was a hearth fire. Some folks say Hrogar started it himself. That's what they say. See, he's living with Alva now. That started the day after the fire. It ain't right moving in with a new love the day after your kin die like that. Aye. Our Jarl would sure like to know if he did, though. Might even pay to find out. See ya.
This inn...
So, life has brought you to Morthal, and to me. Hrogar's house fire? Hell, he lost his wife and daughter in the blaze. My people believe it to be cursed now. Who am I to gainsay them? Hrogar blames his wife for spilling bear fat in the fire. Many folk think he set the fire himself. Lust can make a man do the unthinkable. The ashes were still warm when he pledged himself to Alpha. On rumor and gossip? No. But you, a stranger, might find the truth for us. Sift through the ashes that others are too fearful to touch. See what they tell you. Should you prove him guilty or innocent, I will reward you. Hrogar's fate is in your hands.
Hey there. I have a little something for you. Yes? Oh, what is it? Did you think I would really... Never mind. So, where are we off to now?
Helgi, the father says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a stranger? You know him? He made my favorite dolly, but I can't find her. Are you sure you aren't a stranger? The smoke woke me up. I was hot and I was scared, so I hid. Then it got cold and dark. I'm not scared anymore, but I'm lonely. Will you play with me? Okay, let's play hide and seek. You find me and I'll tell you. We have to wait for nighttime though. The other one is playing too, and she can't come out until then. I can't tell you. She might hear me. She's so close. If you can find me first, I can tell you.
I love you. I'm glad you're here. Sure thing. Do you want to have it standing here, or do you want to find a seat first? Alright, now on to the drinks. Do you want to have mead, wine, or just plain milk? Okay then. Likewise. Sometimes, I kind of wish that we weren't so... how do you say this? Well, renowned. At this point, most of Skyrim has heard of your name, and half of it is trying to kill us. It seems like it's almost impossible to have a nice, leisurely stroll outside city walls without getting pounced upon or attacked. If we could, I would like to just leave here, you know? Travel to some distant place, settle down, live the peaceful life. Not to be known or seen as heroes or great warriors, but as simple country folk, really. You know, I was thinking it was solitude that got me into conjuration, really. A skeleton doesn't sound like great company, but, well, I felt very lonely. But hey, not anymore, thanks to you. So, what do you want to talk about now? Don't you ever get tired from these kinds of adventures? Venturing into a decrepit, dusty old crypt, skulking with Draugr and traps. Then why bother to do more? I guess so. Can't be so picky sometimes when you're trying to be a good hero for the people. It's nice, spending time like this, just having drinks together.
Shouldn't we be quiet? What is it? What now? Who's there? Rah!
Is Hrogar innocent or not? Ava? Didn't think she had it in her. I assume you have proof? Can't go making accusations like that without proof. So it's true, the traitorous bitch. Morthal owes you a debt. Here, you were promised a reward for solving the crime, but I need one more favor from you. Morthal is still in danger. The journal mentions Moth, a master vampire I thought was destroyed a century ago. I'll gather together some able-bodied warriors to clean out Movarth's lair. They'll be waiting outside for you to lead them.
Well, this castle definitely looks better than the one back on the island, that's for sure.
She's dead. Leolette is dead.
I want vengeance for my wife. Vengeance for Leolette. We're marching on Movarth's lair, whether you come with us or not. Kill him.
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. I'd leave Mortal were it in my power. They may be cowards, but I'm not. I'll go with you. Lead on. Mm-hmm.
dragons?
I'm the best warrior in Morthal. You want me to prove it? I bet 100 gold I can take you, bare-handed. Just your own 2 hands. Weapons and magic are out. Now let's see what you got.
Well, look, by the 8, I didn't think he could do it. Now maybe we can put all this behind us. Take this as a token of our gratitude. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. As you wish. Until next time.
I love your style. You're looking good today.
Tamriel is
You will not disrespect Jarl Idgrod while in this hall. Do we have an understanding?
No? Then how do you like the idea of having your legs broken? Mind your manners in this hall, friend.
I speak and others hear.
Thinking Skeever. Charming name.
A legend we all know and love.
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Take a look.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thanks.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
I tell you, the dragonborn.
So far, this hasn't been too bad. Gets lonely exploring by myself, though. Sure thing. Do you want to have it standing here, or do you want to find a seat first? All right. What is it?
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Beware the
Hello, I'm
dragonborn
Gisley.
comes.
But you can just call me Erica's
For the
sister.
darkness has
Everyone
passed,
does.
And the legend yet grows. You'll know the dragonborns come.
True, I may look the part of dashing swordsman, but I
Here should
prefer
be
the
fine.
art of wit to that of warfare.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
So, are we ready to start? All right. Now, on to the drinks. Do you want to have mead, wine, or just plain milk? Nice. A bit fancy now, aren't we?
We drink to our
Likewise.
to the days come and gone. For
How
the
does it
age
feel to be the
aggression
mighty hero of
is just
Skyrim,
about
distinguished for such tasks as
We'll
being a
drive out
courier,
the storm cloaks and
being
restore
a
what
courier,
we own.
being a
With
courier,
blood and our
and
steel we will
lastly,
take back our home.
being a courier. What? It's true. Almost everything you've done revolves around that. Go to this place, kill some things, pick something up, and deliver it to someone.
We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Dawnguard beckons, every one of us dies.
This isn't necessarily a past journey, but I was thinking about this regardless. The Civil War. Waking up to this whole mess was truly something I did not expect. I expected a change in who was the High King, but I didn't know that they were more complicated. Cyrodiil being the seat of an empire, for one. And besides this whole civil contention for Skyrim's land, we have Altmer nationalists eyeing to conquer it as well. You know, I was thinking it was solitude that got me into conjuration, really. A skeleton doesn't sound like... But hey, not anymore. Thanks to you. Be a good guide for this old relic. So, what do you want to talk about now? Oh? Which one? I think we're fine. At least he treats me like a normal person now. Doesn't address me as it anymore. Can't blame what he thought at first, though. I also knew I was taking a risk joining the Dawnguard. But it turns out you're all not that bad. Maybe a little eccentric, but I like that. It's nice spending time like this, just having drinks together.
It's been a good week, my boy. Loud customers mean good cheer. Good cheer. You know, I had to retire and leave you to run the ski.
I'm glad you're here.
I don't know, Father. There's a whole world out there I want to see.
I could run the skeever. You even said I'm almost as smart as you.
Don't be a silly girl. Running a bar.
Sure thing. I'm tired.
What about Auntie Fida and Dragonbridge? She runs a bar, and you said she's one of your favorite girls.
Oh, brother.
That's it. I'm not retiring, ever. End of discussion.
Oh, I'm glad you slept well. I could use a few more hours. Oh? What is it? Sounds good.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafengar's people will always be safe under
Your
my
Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. What about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed. Do you have business with the court? You mean the Dragonbridge issue?
Careful.
I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been
Okay.
reports of
Do
weird
I even know
happenings
you?
near Wolfskull Cave.
No, not yet.
Travelers
My name is Sibyl.
disappearing,
I am
odd
the court
lights.
wizard here.
I suspect
In any
wild
case,
animals.
the name's
Or
Serana,
perhaps
and
bandits.
I'll be sure to keep you
I
warned.
don't think it's worth our time
Be
with the
careful
war
not to
going
fall
on.
on your way out.
But if you want
I
to clear
will.
out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Well, she certainly had some snark.
Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Be quick.
If you have
I
business,
little patience
please
for
see
my
Falk
name
Firebeard,
concerns.
my steward.
How can you even move her?
I am the
If I
Jarl's
needed
steward.
something from you,
If you have
you would
court
know
business
it.
to tend to, you talk to me.
Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your
I was
mind
just
on.
wondering if you wanted to talk. That's all.
We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution.
I know.
I don't expect you to be
War
capable
is
of even that.
Just messy, to say the least. Sorry to hear that.
I was a member of the court during the reign of Torg's father. It was Torg who appointed me to the position. Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torg on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king. I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day. Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The White Gold Concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Torg's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. When he died, Torg became that symbol. No, even after Islot... But Ulfric was at that moot. I don't think Ulfric knew... If Ulfric had asked Torg directly to stand up, to declare independence, because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial Army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the God was once Tiber Septim the man, and this is his empire. And Torg wasn't ready to let it fall apart. So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
I yield! That wasn't me. You were fighting. I could see through my eyes, but I could not control my actions. Thank you for... You arrived just in time. I think those vampires were getting hungry. I'm quite all right, thanks to you. Dexian Evicus is my name. I'm a Moth priest of the White Gold Tower. These vampires claimed they had some purpose in store for me, but they wouldn't say what. Probably hoping to ransom me, the fools. You do? All right then, enough mysteries. You have an Elder Scroll. Remarkable. If my knowledge of history serves me, I recall that the Dawnguard was an ancient order of vampire hunters. I will be happy to assist you with your Elder Scroll. Just tell me where I need to go. Very well. I'll hurry on my way there before more of those vampires turn up.
Rocks and valleys, crevices... I love your style.
What's the plan?
Sure thing. Do you want to have it standing here, or do you want to find a seat? Do you want to have mead, wine, or just plain milk? Oh? First, we have the Cliff Racer. Firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama. Next up, then there's the Velvet LaChance, which is a mixture of blackberry. Let's drink up the heat. Likewise. Our adventuring has been getting more tiring lately. It's as if the world is responding to your growing power. As you get stronger, enemies get stronger. Which is why moments where I get to drink with you are all the more lovely. Finally, a time to rest and just relax. Nothing else then?
Fate is the name. Something different about you. I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.